Hello guys, and welcome back to some more footage from Halo 4. Today got something that most people might not play. It does have a fair amount of players, but not too many. Capture the Flag. And I'm going to be giving you a couple of tips on how to do Capture the Flag. We'll start off with a couple of map-specific tips. On this map, I believe it's called Complex, if I'm correct. If you spawn on blue side, I haven't actually spawned on red side. Believe it or not, this is my first Capture the Flag game of Halo 4. But I played a lot back in Halo 3, and I really enjoyed it. As you can see, I actually start off here with my normal vehicle destruction of the plasma pistol. Tip, plasma pistol overcharge will stop a vehicle. But anyways, on this side, you want to stay mostly... Well, obviously you want to stay near the flag, but I like to stay around this rock that you see to my left. It's just so helpful. You can just run behind it whenever you need it, see right here. And you can also just kind of use it for cover, which is what I did. As you can see, my plasma pistol runs out here and end up actually firing that burst. And then this is a ridiculous scene to just watch. It was retarded. But yeah, you got a lot of buildings around where your flag is, but your flag itself is out in the open. Always pick up a weapon that you can use to defend the flag. I know this sounds like simple knowledge, but don't be running around with your primary out of ammo and your secondary out of ammo. You either want to swap out your secondary when it runs out of ammo, or you want to swap to a better weapon. As you can see, there was a whole bunch of dead bodies there to pick up the weapons from, and that's where I got it. Ideally, I would have grabbed the assault rifle were this a more close-range map, as the assault rifle's real strength shines at close range. Battle rifle is medium, and DMR is long. DMR can be used at medium as well, it's not a big deal. I tried to get a couple shots off on this guy. He's running all over the place. I don't know what he's doing. But as you can see, this gameplay is actually going to be a little bit reserved. It's very, very campy, you could call it, because I am defending the flag. Now, the normal thing that most people do when you play Capture the Flag is they actually run to go and get the enemy flag, because, you capture their flag, you win. I actually ended up meleeing this guy. I thought that maybe it was right bumper to pick up the flag or something, so I punch him. And he seems to think that he got shot by a sniper. He's like, oh my god, where is he? He doesn't suspect me, or else he totally would have punched me back. But yeah, so you want to stay near the flag if you're going to be defending. This video I am defending, but it's not like a defender is used. You see this guy captures the flag because I decided to go check this flank, and I actually ended up picking up a kill and an assist here. I believe somebody else gets this guy from behind. Yeah, punched him. But as you can see, I stopped him because I came out just in time. You always want to be checking back on the flag. You want to be checking the flanks. And these are just tips for defenders. If you're rushing forward, normal Infinity Slayer tips are going to do good enough, which I will try to get a video of that up soon. I haven't had very many good Infinity Slayer matches. I mean, anywhere from 20 to 26 kills, but I don't really consider those good. When I get one that breaks 30, you guys will get an Infinity Slayer tips. Here this guy actually picks up the ordnance, which was the railgun, and I'm like, I can use this. The railgun is tricky to master, as you can see. I was like, I hope he's coming around the corner in time. But it is extremely accurate, and if you can get the timing right, it's a perfect weapon. It's kind of like the bolt shot, which my class that I was planning to set up for this was actually Covenant Carbine and bolt shot. Because the bolt shot's like a one-shot kill at close range, basically a shotgun if you charge it up, and the Covenant Carbine fires fast. So it fires fast and it's slightly weaker than the DMR, but it's still useful in its own right. Here you see these guys under our building, and they're a little bit they're infiltrating our building basically. I try to stop this guy, get a showstopper, but I was not in time. One tip to note when using the railgun: always reload, because I didn't notice that I needed to reload, and I got lucky there. I got so lucky. Here's my Regeneration field. That's what it's called, by the way. Never mind the regicide tips. That was totally not. I was totally not calling it anywhere near the right thing. But you want to use very defensive equipment and defensive tactics for defending. The reason why I chose to defend for this is, first off, I like defending. You get to stay near the flag, and as you can see, you get a whole bunch of kills. I believe I actually get up to a killing frenzy, just defending. But so, it's hard to tell. You gotta read the lobby, you gotta read the way that people are. But just remember that a majority of the time, people are going to want to be attacking the flag. They're going to want to be running and grabbing the flag, because that is their idea of how you should play Capture the Flag. My idea of how you should play Capture the Flag is a good defense will save you every time. There you see I actually ran out of railgun ammo and try to steal that guy's assassination. Some guy on a mongoose drives by. I don't know what he was doing. Having a joyride or something. But yeah, so this is not aggressive gameplay. As you can see, the farthest that I went was like up that ramp to my left, where you kind of see in front of me. Like here I have an assault rifle and I try to get the ghost, but I think I end up weakening him a bit. He definitely comes back. He comes back and tries to get me, but as you can see, I see on my radar the guy pop out of the ghost, and I'm like, this is my time. Because they cannot have the flag while they are driving a ghost. So somebody drives a ghost up to your flag, they're pretty much an easy kill. Now, as far as I can tell, you cannot return the flag on your own. I think you just got to be near it at a certain time. Here I recover, and I'm like, oh man, I don't have a long-range weapon. So I run out and I try to grab this battle rifle. I do make it in time, go back to the regeneration field, but by then, that guy's gone. He's like, I'm not sticking around. That's the end of it. My team does come back to defend sometimes. It's a very weird balance of when to know to... I missed a whole bunch of shots here. I was very disappointed myself. It's a very difficult balance to know when to let your teammates take over and when you should take over. But my general rule of thumb is, if 4 people rush forward, stay back and grab the flag. Like right at the start of the match. Here I go, I try to melee him, I don't know what happened there. I melee that guy, and then I'm not watching the ghost on my left, and he definitely gets me. Like, he earned that kill. But as you can see, we're getting a little bit overrun by red, and I'm like, oh man, what am I gonna do? And then I forget, I spawned with a plasma pistol. Now this plasma pistol is completely and utterly invaluable on vehicle maps. Because you can do that, and I also have plasma grenades to chuck at his vehicle. Even though he ran away, it definitely bought us some time, because he's like, I'm not staying in that vehicle. So here I throw up the regen field again, and like this guy, he's waiting for our flag to get returned or something. I'm trying to shoot this guy. I'm not a big fan of this map in particular, because the flag is really out in the open. There's a lot of verticality to it. But you know, that's just me. There's a little bit of cover, but as far as I can tell, it's easier to attack the other side, or my teammates were just really good attackers, or I was a really good defender. I actually do get that a lot, I don't mean to brag, but, I mean, people do say that, wow, you're really good at defending. But it's all about having, like, peripheral vision, watching your radar. You definitely want to watch your radar, and you want to be as defensive as possible. Now, I don't mean sitting in a corner, because if you sit in one corner, you're only watching one side of the flag. You want to be watching all sides of the flag. This guy pulls up a hard light shield, which I don't even think that I've seen in multiplayer up to this point. But apparently in Capture the Flag, like, he wasn't doing it right. He was rushing up here. He had a battle rifle. I thought I thought he cloaked. Okay, don't get on me about shooting at holograms. He came up here with a hard light shield, which is obviously a defense tool. Can be used for rushing if done properly, but obviously he did not know how to do it properly. So, Hard Light Shield would be a great one. The Auto Sentry, which a teammate... By the way, don't ever punch the guy with the flag. You will not win that fight. I completely forgot about that. I was in the heat of the moment, and I'm like, I gotta kill him. I gotta get him. I gotta get his shield down. I gotta shoot him. And I ended up punching him, and he punched me, and I died because the flag is a one-hit kill. But as I was saying, my teammate actually threw up one of the Auto Sentries earlier on in the game. It didn't seem to do much. I haven't used it myself, but I've noticed that it is good for deterring people. Or at least wasting some of their ammo. So that, I think, would be another good one. Here you see, we win the game. Fairly short game, 5-0. I kill my teammate here because in true Halo Celebration, there were no enemies around. But yeah, so that's about it. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time.